Fáilte R&DM. Now, we all know Santa loves a good cookie, so while he's busy getting ready for the big day, we thought we'd do some prep of our own.
Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake is with us now, making some Santa-approved ginger snap cookies, and I'm going to help her make them, aren't I?
God,
yay! Tis a Christmas miracle.
She's a great helper. No, you're a great helper.
Thank you so much.
And I can attest, Santa does love these cookies. Always a clean plate on Christmas morning.
No, I have to. It smells delicious already. So where do we start here?
Kids love, they love helping make these because you get to roll them into spheres before you bake them. So it's actually quite an easy recipe, easy to assemble, and they are a staple in my house. We start with blending 4 ingredients first. So that's
the dry ingredients?
Yeah, no, the wet ingredients.
Okay.
200 grams of granulated sugar. I like using granulated for this recipe. And we're going to use 170 grams of butter, melted, okay? We're going to use molasses. Do you ever get molasses?
Not particularly. It's not really. We're not a molasses country, really.
No, you guys use treacle sometimes.
Yeah.
So you'll find it by the treacle, and I know that if your grocery store doesn't normally carry it, you can find it in the American section of your store. I know of one chain that has an American section, and also health food stores always carry molasses. And molasses is different from treacle in that it's not as sweet, and it is thicker. So this one has a bit more of a bitter taste to it, but this will give your ginger snaps that nice deep color. And then just 1 egg, ladies.
The whole egg? The
whole egg, just dump it in. This is a very, it's sort of a foolproof, no fuss cookie, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't give electricity to myself. We're gonna blend these up, and this will just take me a sec. Sorry, Elaine.
Well, I shall come over here and be helpful like I am.
You are so helpful.
See, I'm helping everybody.
So we're gonna blend these up, and in the meantime, why don't you start by blending our dry ingredients?
Okay, so what's in here?
We're gonna add those next. This is 300 grams of self-raising flour.
Okay. And all of this is going in.
So what we have is a half a teaspoon each of salt, cloves, ground cloves, and ground ginger. So go ahead and add those.
So just these 3 first.
And don't worry about the lumps, because we're gonna blend it up.
2. What about the other 2 bits?
Now these are cinnamon and bread soda. The thing is that for the cinnamon we're going to use a whole teaspoon, and for the bread soda we're actually using 2 teaspoons.
Why do you need bread soda if you've got self-raising flour?
Well, it gives it that extra boost. You do need a bit more of a raising agent in there.
So they're kind of ginger cookies.
So if you like gingerbread, you would love these. You know something? I have had these cookies every Christmas since I was a child, and it's just not Christmas in my house without them.
Oh, really? Okay. They smell super Christmassy. Must be the toast.
They're so Christmassy. Oh, and you know what? I have to give a shout out to one of our viewers, Liz Sweeney, who lives in Dublin, but she's from Mayo. Okay. She makes my snowball cookies every Christmas, and Liz, I want a full report on how these go. Okay.
Tom, mommy, egg gobber, tra la 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 la. See, I know Irish too.
Right in there.
Oh, just dump it in.
Just dump it in.
Whack it in. Okay.
If you want to do half and half, that's fine too.
Okay.
So now that the wet ingredients are blended, we're going to add the dry ingredients to those. And the reason why we blend the dry ingredients together first.
Now, Krissy, you didn't warn me about that.
I didn't think.
Did I put too much in?
No. So the reason we blend those all together first is just so that everything is even. We don't want a mouthful of bread soda. We don't want a mouthful of salt. That's never nice. Now go ahead with the rest.
There you go.
There you go.
You're doing amazing.
So helpful in the kitchen.
Elaine, you're the best.
Thank you.
Now, here's the thing with this dough. You want to chill it first, okay? So after you're done mixing it, chill it in the fridge for at least an hour.
What does that do?
It'll firm it up, because the next thing we're doing with it is we're rolling it into little spheres, okay? Little spheres of dough. Okay. And you want to help me with this?
That looks very suspect, that color.
I've got a pair of gloves here that you can use. Now, when you put them on your cookie sheets, you don't need to grease the cookie sheets first. In fact, because there's enough butter in them already.
Oh, I have big ham hands. How am I supposed to get my hands into these tiny little gloves?
I bought a small size this time, and I'm not going to do it again.
Look at me.
I know. I'm sorry. I take full responsibility.
That's just not good enough, Krissy.
Next time, I'm going to have size medium. I promise. So, Here I have a bowl of chilled dough, and this is what we're going to use. So it's a little bit easier to manhandle. And if you want...
So how much do I do?
About a little, maybe a little less than a
sugar,
spoonful. Take the front half, yeah.
Just this bit?
Yeah. Okay, and the truth is you can do whatever size cookie you want. It's only going to affect your baking time. So if you do small ones like this, bake them and then roll them in the granulated sugar, because that's going to give it sort of a frosty.
This is just normal table sugar, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you'd have your,
and I do like to use
coffee.
granulated instead of castor for these because
nice height on that.
you get that sort of
Thank you so much. I do try.
shimmery look on the cookies.
Yeah, they do look delicious.
Now, these are great to eat. Santa appreciates these with with milk.
Yes.
And if you want to eat your cookies with milk, they're great for dipping. Why don't you give those a taste? And see
I was
what you
waiting for you. Now there might be a bite out of this one already, but anyway, it was me.
I've already had 2. I can't talk.
You can't have any more.
Maybe there's 3. No, that's enough for my breakfast. Not the healthiest breakfast this morning, but I couldn't resist.
That's okay.
They are good dipped.
Aren't they great? And do you know what else I did with them last night? I made ice cream sandwiches out of them.
Oh, amazing.
They were
really good at the milk.
good. Huh?
They're really good at the milk.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine them with
if
ice
you
cream.
do make ice cream sandwiches with these, which I highly recommend, just don't freeze the ginger snaps. Keep them soft. And by the way, if you do make bigger cookies, bake those for 10 minutes instead of 8. And if you want soft cookies, just don't bake them for too long. You can control the crispiness, the snappiness of your ginger snaps.
So they're snappy or less snappy depending how long they're in the oven, basically.
Exactly.
So if you want them snappy.
The truth is, traditionally, these are supposed to snap. I don't know what it is about soft cookies. I just love them.
They're more floppy than snappy.
Yeah.
I know. Ginger flops.
Yeah.
It's not bent and snappy.
I'm not complaining.
But they're good. Aren't they good?
No, they're so good. I'm absolutely going to demolish the rest of these. Krissy, thank you so much
You're
once
welcome.
again.
Thanks
for
for
spreading some Christmas cheer. Now, I will help Elaine because she has her mouth full. Full recipe details are on our website. You can find more from Krissy on Instagram at Take the Cake Dublin. Do you want me to take this one too?
No, I'm grand. After the break, the boys from West Cork are back on our screens. The Young Offenders lead our telly preview after this.
Up the rebels!